One question readings are now available on Worth It. If you have a question that you would like answered with a 3 tarot card spread, or an astrological question you would like me to pull up your chart for, hit me up on Worth It, and I will be able to respond to your question within 3 days. It will most definitely be worth it. Welcome to your daily channeled message for the rest of the week. This is the Peace Dealer, and these messages are rather simple, but really cool, because as far as time base, I'm not going to be channeling anything that's set to happen. It's either already happening for you, and this is confirmation, or it's going to happen, or it's happening right now. So it's already happening, or it's already happened, or it's happening right now. Okay, so this has a lot to do with the preparation for shifting seasons, but more so let's just say the next mini phase of humanity's development concerning the connecting of, relevant characters to each other. Let's just say there was a period where a bunch of people worked on themselves, and now we're in a period where, now that they're finished with the level of that work, they're connecting each other. So the first message for you is there have been certain illusions that have been instituted in your life. A lot of these are generational influences, things that have been told to a group or mass of people that they've been told to accept or been brainwashed. This isn't a good or bad thing as much as it is a traditional thing, because it happens to every generation. So the illusions over you are dispelling. There's literal cosmic energy in the air dispelling illusions. Also, internal energy within you expelling the illusions of how you perceive things. So over the next few days, deep, shocking revelations and realizations about how you have seen certain things in your life are now going to just dissolve as if it wasn't there. And this is important because some of your spirit guides have assisted in the diluting of your perception. Not to deceive you, even though it's deceptive, not to hurt you, but just to help facilitate the process, because these realizations will instantly split the path you're on. It's going to induce a fork in the road. Not even a fork in the road, you're just going to move a different angle from your path now that you see clearly the path you're walking on. So what facilitates this period are themes, concepts, and literal objects and experiences that have been right in front of your face the whole time, that have been around you, especially as they will symbolize feelings or things you've been looking for. And yet it's literally been looking at you the whole time. And so the reason why or one factor, not the only reason, but one factor that's been hard to see into it is just a general way you've been perceiving your reality until now. And now that you're seeing this differently, what has been plain in sight will now open itself up to you. It's not going to do anything because it's always been there. So it's really just you adjusting your focus and seeing it. So the next message I have is the celestial influence of literal deities. I hate the word deity, to be honest. I'm only saying the word deity to give you a visual of what this should look like, but these beings are going to outright possess human vessels around you, some people are aware of these beings, so they won't be possessed. They'll just let it come through, and they're going to reveal who they are. So it's not like you'll worry, like, who is this? Like, they're going to reveal who they are, and they're going to take part in assisting you so that you can assist them. They want a favor from you, and they realize that if they can scratch your back, you'll scratch their back. You don't have to worry about it being some kind of Asmodeus or like Mephistopheles like thing where you owe them a favor and you have to do something dastardly. It's that these are benevolent beings, and benevolent is subjective, but they definitely are. It's gonna come at a time that'll help you. So keep that in mind. This being doesn't have to come through a person. It can come through a consciousness. You might be seeing recurring messages come through different people you see or stuff you watch. It could be through the elements. It depends on your level of perception, how they feel best to come forward. Once again, this is either already happening or it's either already happened, past, or present progressive happening now. Okay, past tense, present progressive. A lot of these channel messages that I'm going to be giving now that Jupiter, and I try my best not to incorporate any astrology, but now that Jupiter personally is directly opposite my sun in Sagittarius, a lot of what I channel is either past tense or present progressive. Okay, so this will be really, really, really awesome. The next channel message, which to my delight is the negative counter psychic force that represents like a white noise in your life. It's not like an important psychic attack. It's more so a white noise that influences the level of depression or negativity you open up to. This is now making a distinct shift from being shrouded in the shadows to actually being able to be pinpointed. And so throughout this period, you're going to be able to locate the source of this influence that has been so nebulous, and you're going to kick its lip. You're going to kick its ass. You're going to kick its ass. You're going to like lay siege and waste to it. So this is amazing. It's going to be funny too, because a part of you that's been bottled up will come out, and you'll be surprised you had it in you. And the last message that I have is a little bit about the first. Because these illusions will be released, the general perception around your abilities will change forever. And you'll realize that you've been using your abilities and powers, and now this will segue into the last part of the channel message, which is an actual message, and it goes to such. The abilities and talents you've mastered that you yourself esteem yourself as being really good at, think of anything that you're really, 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 really good at. What are like at least 2 or 3 things, or one, that you are really good at, that you don't have to think about? Those talents and abilities, which you probably knew before I knew, definitely incorporate aspects of your superpower or like spiritual gifts. However, whatever you think you're really good at doing, you're not as good as it as you think. You're not nearly as good as it as you think. Now, in reality and truth, you're way better. The thing is, the way you've been perceiving your own abilities has stunted your growth and blocked you. And I mean the techniques you've been using to grow you. This should sound weird to say, because many of you have evolved your talents in a way that has significantly evolved you. So in your own perspective, in your limited consciousness, it will seem like you've evolved. But if you're looking from like an omniscient perspective, you've actually been blocking yourself. And it's because of the perception around your abilities. Now that these illusions are going to release, you're going to gain a greater understanding of how to perceive your abilities, and you're going to realize like, whoa, there's a way I can do what I've been doing so much better that transcends everything I've been going through. So this is really good news, because you're going to realize that you're like exponentially way better at what you already thought you were good at. And this is going to really inspire some of you to like shatter old comfort zones and really initiate things, because some of you are going to realize this, and that thing that you were holding off on doing because you weren't as confident, now you're going to do it. and this is going to facilitate a lot of change. This last message I feel resonates with all of you, so feel free to comment down below your experience of this. And especially coming into the weekend, into next week, this is really, really, really going to hit hard. But mind you, it's either already happening or it happened. So you guys stay blessed as always, and until next channel message, peace. For the entirety of Libra season, I have my consultations on sale. 20 minutes for $50, 30 minutes for $100, and an hour for $200. Once again, this will be available for the entirety of Libra season. Book as soon as possible, as seats will fill fast. And y'all stay blessed as always.